This week Parashat Emor, very interesting. The name of the parasha is Emor, saying, talking. And all parasha talks about talking, talk about ma'adim. And it comes at the end to a very crucial story in Torah about talking. And Torah says, Vayetze ben, at the end of the parasha, chapter Chavdalet, Pasuk Yud, the Pasuk says, Vayetze ben Isha Israelit, Vehu ben Ish Mitzri. There was a man that is son of a Jewish woman, and the father was Ish Mitzri. Went out, Vayetze. Betoch ben Israel, among ben Israel, Vayinatzu b'machane. And he had quarrel fight in the machane, in the camp, ben ha-Israelit ve-ish Israeli. This son, this man, that the mother was a Jew, with another Jew. Vayiqo ben ha-isha Israelit Hashem, vayichale vayivli oto el Moshe. They had fight over something, and he got frustrated and fed up, and he pronounced the name of Hashem, and he cursed the name of Hashem. And they brought him to Moshe to see what to do. And Hakadosh Baruch Hu said, give him a very death punishment, stone him. Very interesting. That's the last point in the parasha, that in Parashat Emor saying, talks about somebody cursing Hashem. And it's unbelievable that somebody could come to a point to curse Hakadosh Baruch Hu. First of all, the parasha starts with the word of Vayetze. You see, what is mean Vayetze? Rashi says, Mehechon Yatza. Torah didn't tell us anything where he was, that he came out. Torah says, Vayetze, he came out. What is it? Rashi says, he came out from his world. See, unbelievable. Sometimes a person could lose his olam. Vayetze me'olamo. Olam that HaKadosh Baruch Hu created, such a beautiful world. A person could fed up and be frustrated and come out from his olam. Now the Farshim say that what does it mean? What is it? Vayetze me'olamo. Now they tell us a story about somebody at the carriage and used to carry people. But once he carried the rabbi, and in the middle of the traveling, one of the horses died. And he started crying and crying. The rabbi told him, why are you crying? He said, Rabbi, you don't know, I have 10 children. And that is the way that, I bring money at home. That's my bread. These 2 horses and the carriage. Rabbi says, don't worry. Hashem is great. Hashem helps you. Don't worry. And they continue traveling. The rabbi said, let me go. He said, no, I want to do the chesed. I carry you. They went further. And guess what happened? The second horse died. And then he cried and cried and cried. All of a sudden, he cried so bitterly that he lost himself. He died. The rabbi got very surprised. What's happening? Amazed. What's the lesson of HaKadosh Baruch Hu? What does Hashem want from me? What is Hashem telling me? He fasted. He said, I said, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, please open my eyes. What is it? And then all of a sudden he had a dream that he saw this man with the carriage, with the beautiful carriage and 2 horses, and they gave him a square, and he going around. And then he got up. He was so surprised. What is it? What is the message over here? He was confused. And he thought and asked them, the great Chacham, what is it? And finally, they opened the riddle for him. They told him, this man, all of his life, was 2 horses and a carriage. Once they died, he died, because all of the world that HaKadosh Baruch Hu created for him was that. And he lost it, he lost himself. Person, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, create such a beautiful world. Choose the blessings, choose the brachot, everything in life. And somebody becomes such a narrow-minded that once they take away something from him, he feels that's my world, that's it. The statistics shows that those who lose their job, they commit suicide. Because their job is their life. And this person here, unfortunately, he got so frustrated from life, losing. Now, what was the story with him? What was the story with him? Torah tells us that he got into the fight with the Machane because his father was Egyptian. They don't know where should he is camping. Because the camping of Kahal Israel went by Shabbatim, Reuben, Shimon, Levi, and his father was a goy. He made the camping in Dan, and they took away his camping. He said, no, it's not your place. And he got fed up so much that he cursed Hashem. Torah is teaching us. How come he got so fed up? How come he became so frustrated? Because he lost his position. In a family, in a community, everybody needs his own chair. Everybody needs his own position. Once we take away the position of a person, the chair of a person, of a member of a community, or a member of a family, we make him to be lost. We have to be very careful in the family. Every child has his own chair. Imagine a child was not here for Shabbat. Next Shabbat, nobody talks about it. Imagine a child went to zoo today, and he was so excited, he's coming home. Imagine a child comes home with the best mark, and comes home with the worst mark. There is no reaction, nothing. This child feels he doesn't have a chair here, has a position here. He will be frustrated. Or a member of the community, that he has to have a role, he has to have a position. We, as a member of society, we have to help everybody to recognize his position. We have to leave room for him. Somebody called, and I was talking to him. He was depressed at home. I told him, why don't you come? Why don't you do something? He says that, I'm for weeks here, nobody gave me a call. Nobody talked to me. No friends, no relative, nothing. He said, I feel dead. I feel I'm living among dead bodies. Nobody pays attention to me. Nobody, why should I come out? See, a lot of times we feel a poor person needs some type of food. We give him food. We collect money, we give him. Sometimes there is a food, much deeper food. There is the food makes the person vital, makes the person to have his own life and his own vitality in life. And that is caring for him, asking about him, dealing with him, show him that he exists. How this person could be your wife or your husband, could be your children, your daughter, your son, or could be one of our friends in the community. We have to care, we have to understand, and we have to relate. We could give lives, or we could take away lives. Our role is very vital. Torah puts in Parashat Emor at the end, somebody became so frustrated, cursed Hashem, but this betoch bnei Israel process. Betoch bnei Israel, he came out, the midst of Kahal Israel. This is the production of Am Israel. If we would have gotten to him, we would have cared for him, we would have understood him, he wouldn't be to the point that he is. That's why Torah says betoch bnei Israel. We have to be careful to understand our responsibility, understand what type of role we play as a father, as a mother, as a member of the community.